Oops, I unmuted the wrong thing. My god. Stream for 4 hours? I might be able to do that. A lot of my amalgam streams were like nearing on 4 hours. That might be a little difficult though. Currently, just because of my schedule, I kind of have to stream midday or like at 9 p.m. for me, and neither of those work great for the viewers. But whatever, I can't do a whole lot about it. Anyways. Oh my god, I'm on every end. I'm not playing every end today. Actually, okay. I've never played any every end on stream. Maybe I should just do a practice run, since like no one's here for congregation anyways. While we're waiting for the Congra viewers. Yeah, no, I should quit streaming. You know what? Fine. I'll do a practice run of every end. Sounds fun. Sounds fun. I like every end. It's very boring, like in general, or it like should be a very boring level. But I enjoy my time with it. And I'm kind of good at it. I'm like 1% away from getting it in 5 runs. These jumps are hard. This is the like huge roadblock that stops me from like playing from zero. Playing from zero is so freaking difficult because of those 4 jumps. Hello, real vipers. This isn't congregation. Look, it's really close. It's timings, like congregation. I'm just doing one practice round of every end while we wait for some of the viewers, because I just started and I need to warm up. But after this, I'll go straight to congregation. Look, every end is interesting. Look, it's so cool. Look, it says go, and it's like 1.0 style, but it has a background. How many levels do that? Oops, okay. That was a decent run. 17 to 20. I don't have the... It was 23. It was probably 23. Hello. Hi, Nex. Before you say anything, I'm just doing a quick congregation. Nope, no. Every end practice run before I start congregation. I need to warm up. Hi, Danny. How's everyone doing today? About to do a class performance on the tuba? Good luck with that. Oops, okay. 27 to 37. Hooray, a 10% run. It's like the easiest 10% of the level, but I'll take it. Dude, yesterday I was so tired. I was like this close to like ditching my class and napping instead. I didn't. And had to deal with the super rain. But whatever. Dude, these jumps are so hard. Just battered your elbow and now you have blood red on your arm. Like right now? Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. No, dude, this guy saw I wasn't playing Congregation and instantly sent an ID. I'm not doing the request. I'm just warming up. Cut me a little slack. Oops. That jump's top one. Beating Congregation today? Probably not. I haven't played it in over a week. But I will try really hard. Maybe I'll get super lucky on it. It really depends on how much I can lock in from zero. Last time I played Congregation on stream, it went pretty well in that, like, once I got past 45 in the drop, I just, like, dominated. But I have no way of telling whether that'll be the same from zero. Hello, Kamal's part. Okay, yeah, top one jump. Oh yeah, that's a top one jump as well. I think this level's like objectively bad by like current creating standards. The amount of super visual indicators that you need to not die to something like really stupid. Like that jump. You need to like be 3/4 of the way through the block to not die on that jump. The visual indicators are so crazy. Like if any of these jumps were in like a normal level, it would be like the worst jump in the level. Why is it so long? Well, it uses the whole song, and it's like 7 minutes long. I don't know. Part of this level's like idea is that it's just like really simple cube gameplay, but it's really hard. Yeah, I think it's top 7 right now, but with just like very simple cube gameplay, and to do that it kind of needs to be a little long. It's okay, we're almost done. I very much so underestimated how long this would take, though. I cannot lie. Line frame perfect, by the way. Oh, that's great. That's like an easy jump, too. Maybe I'll be cracked at Congregation though, now that I've played so much timings in this level. The like types of timings aren't the same, but I think just in general I'm way better at timings from this level, so maybe I'm a timings crusher. What is this cube? Okay, I literally cannot play with any other cube on every end. I'm changing it, I'm changing it. 75 attempt practice run is not bad. For a top 7, I think it's top 7. 7th hardest rated level, that's not bad. Ugh, I'll get that in 5 runs soon. I don't know if I'll get it in any less than 5 runs. Because 5 runs is so hard. But we're not worried about that right now. High Congregation. Alright, let's see if I actually like remember any of this. Sorry for taking so long on every end. I kind of forgot the level is 7 minutes. I kind of get into the zone. Okay, I have some muscle memory, or all of it. The click still sucks. Read any more Poon Poon? I have not. I kind of forgot that I had the books. I need to. I've been playing a lot of bass right now, so that's like what I've been doing in my free time instead of Poon Poon. See if I remember this last cube. Okay, I do. Congregation is not that hard to remember. I think we're good. Awesome. Yeah, I'm working on Don't Fear the Reaper. I've just been playing like that bass line every day and nothing else. I'm trying to get really good at that bass line because it has pretty fast plucking speed. If you know Hysteria, it has um, a very similar plucking speed to Hysteria by Muse, um, which is infamous for its like fast plucking. And the song is pretty sustained. Like you're plucking pretty fast for a lot of it. So I think if I can play Don't Fear the Reaper pretty well, it sets me up pretty nicely for learning a lot of other songs. The problem is, a lot of the songs that I want to learn are either way easier than Don't Fear the Reaper or way harder. So I either have to jump, super jump to my next hardest song, or just like stick with easier stuff. And then if I do that, I don't really get better at bass. Yeah, Hysteria would be cool. There's one part that I'm worried about. I'm really bad at hammer-ons. And Hysteria has a couple of parts where you like hammer on. So I guess I need to practice that. My game feels super stuttery right now. I almost died. Playing favorite levels? Favorite extremes? Wait. Whoa. All your favorite extremes? Congregation, I can understand. Congregation is cool. But what else have I played recently that's like your favorite? Is it Wasseretta? I have played some cool levels recently. Like the Moon Below I really like. That's one of my favorites. Hi Geolunatic, by the way. No. I knew I played Amalgam recently. I was just like, there was no way that is one of your favorites. Okay. I mean, yeah, you are entitled to your own opinion. I enjoyed playing Amalgam, but I mean, like, it's hard to fathom that it's anyone's, like, top levels, or it's in anyone's, like, favorite levels. That's okay. Have you beaten it? Okay, Congregation progress. It's actually been 10 days since I played the level. That's okay. Weirdest takes. Congregation and the Moon Below are both team. Yeah, I agree on the Moon Below. Congregation is cool. It's not one of my favorites though. It has like super atmosphere. It just never like spoke to me, like the Moon Below did. The Moon Below has super duper atmosphere. Haven't beat him, but got him in a fairly decent round of runs, yeah. I think that's where the levels are the best. Like the super slow atmospheric levels, like Congregation and the Moon Below, and Amalgam too, even though it's not atmospheric. Those levels like all play the best when you're getting them in like some amount of runs, but getting 100% on them is where they usually start to show their flaws. Oh, that's really cool. Just slide off the slope. I think just because the levels are so straightforward to learn, it's, well, they're, like, the nature of the levels is that they're just all hard to string together. Like, all of the parts into one run. More easier slow place levels. Yeah, thinking about it, I don't know any. Like, the only ones that I'm aware of are ones that I'm actually playing. Like, the Moon Below, Congregation, Amalgam, and Super Hate Me World are like the only slow extreme demons I can think of. And they're all ones I've beaten or am planning on beating. So that's cool. I guess it's a style of gameplay I'm fond of. I never thought of it before. Okay, that's cool. Good run. I haven't heard of White Album. Is that another slow one? Well, there's also Lumina. Lumina's like another Congregation-esque style level, but it's different. I've heard that it's like way better than Congregation. But I don't really have any interest in it. Yeah, I get runs as soon as you learn the click pattern. Yeah. And then after that, just stringing runs together is hard. Oh, I just thought of another slow level that is, like, easy to learn. Well, relatively easy to learn compared to its difficulty. It's Every End. It's Every End. I am literally into, like, every slow, easy to learn level. It's actually crazy. Okay. Oops. Low Insane that has a dumb ending. Okay. Is it any fun? Maybe I'll have to check it out. I feel like if there was a Congregation-esque style level as an entry extreme, I would absolutely plow through it. Fun outside of 74 to 100. Okay. Ton of timings? Well, lucky me, I'm good at a ton of timings. That's kind of my strong suit. Thanks, Every End. Rust is also interesting to me, specifically for the ending, actually. I know a lot of people are scared of the ending, but I think it looks fun. Carbon. Okay. Looks like I have a few levels to check out. Only really slow part in the level. Yeah, yeah, I know. I mean, the beginning is kind of slow too. And like everything in Rust is timings. I think I looked at it and it's like 60% cube. Like 2/3 of the level is cube, just like cube timings. And even like the ship parts in the level are like timings-esque. So yeah, Rust hits the no, not stereotype. The criteria: slow timings. Yeah. I don't know what the balancing is like on Rust though. I know the pre-drop is supposedly super hard. I don't know how hard like the drop is compared to the ending though, and that's what I'm curious about. Like I'm fond of second half heavy levels as well. So if like the ending is harder than the drop, that's something I would be a fan of. I can't even lie. If the ending is super easy and just chokeable, and that's like not where it gets its difficulty from, then that's kind of like less motivating, if that makes sense. Like I want the hardest part to be the part that I'm the best at. Drop is one of the easiest parts. That's actually amazing to hear. I will probably be going for Rust soon-ish. It might be like right after my hardest that I go for Rust, because like I'm suddenly very interested in the level. Hi, Paul Phoenix. Not a victor. I might just try out the ending at some point and see if I'm a fan. Oh, one problem with Rust is that it has a bunch of double clicks, and just the way my setup is, double clicks are kind of hard or annoying to pull off, so that might be a turnoff, but we'll see what happens. Oops, I butchered that jump. Whatever. I don't mind not playing from the drop. Supposedly you're supposed to play the drop from the pre-drop, and practicing from the drop isn't all that helpful, so might as well just practice from here. I know how to do all the timings, I just need to focus. And if I'm playing from 10% earlier, maybe I even focus better. I don't really know. I don't know the most efficient way to practice this level. How good is 3 runs on this? I don't know. I don't think it's that great. I got this level in 3 runs on my first day, and now I'm on like day 6. I think it just takes like a long time to go from like 2 runs to 1. So 2 runs is like pretty decent still. Or 2 runs is pretty decent. But it's still like a long way from beating the level. Sorry, wait. Maybe I said all that wrong. I think 3 runs is like impressive. I don't think it's that close to beating the level. If that's what you're asking. Hi Zenblum. It's been a minute. How are you doing? Oop, that's great. 3 runs when you had Prismatic Haze as a hardest. Yeah, I think that's like impressive with that as your hardest. It's hard to judge the difficulty of like getting a level in a certain amount of runs though. Okay, I kind of forgot you can jump too high there. That's fine. Level low-key looks impossible. I feel like everyone says the opposite of that. I feel like everyone says the level like looks really doable just because it's like such low CPS. I think the people that say that though like don't understand how difficult some of the jumps are. Or just like do one practice run in 200 attempts and say, okay, yeah, it can't be that bad. But yeah, that's a super red herring. That's good. Zero silent, yeah. No, like even playing from the mini ball is so much easier than playing from zero. Like a switch flips when you play from zero. That makes a level top 1. Like from 12%, I think I've made it to like the very end of the robot. I think I have 12 to 80 literally. Let me look. And then I have 22 to 100 of course. But yeah, honestly, I agree. Oh yeah, I have 12 to 79, which is basically 100%. If I didn't die, it was raps. But yeah, I totally agree with like the mini ball being like, or feeling like the hardest part from zero. Like for me, basically everything has gotten consistent, except for certain parts in the mini ball. Of course, I haven't played from zero that much. But yeah, the mini ball has like the hardest choke points, I feel like, compared to every other part. Don't worry, it was a fluke. 22 to 100 was also a fluke. Like from 12, I've made it to the drop like twice, and from 22, it's like 3 times. So it's not a lot. For either. I just kind of got lucky. Are you TSing me? Hi, Darkster. Sorry. I'm sorry for streaming in class. My schedule is like weird right now. For like Monday through Wednesday, I can only either stream like right now or like at midnight for me, and neither are particularly ideal. Midnight is hard to stream for me because it's so much harder to focus on the game. And then right now, just like no one is able to watch. So there's no winning, honestly. Oops. Yeah, that jump is kind of hard. It's like something I struggled with day one on day one though. Wait, I need to charge my phone. I forgot, I didn't charge it last night. When I was playing from like 32, got not many nerves. Yeah, from 0 you get way more nerves. For me, I don't get like nerves at all unless I'm playing from 0. Well, there's like 2 conditions that I need to meet. I need to be playing from 0, or else I won't get nerves at all. And then I need to like feel like it's possible to beat the level that attempt. If I'm like not confident that I can beat the level that attempt, like just in general, like if my best is like 22%, but like there's no way I'm beating the level if I like flew to the drop. So like then I won't be nervous. For me, it's like the longer I play the level, the more nervous I get. I guess it's kind of like a bell curve. Because of course, if I play the level for a super long time, I'm gonna get better with the nerves. But at the beginning, it's just not a problem. It's kind of weird. Okay, this jump is free. I don't want to be dying here. For a while, the hardest part of this level for me was like the last robot, or the robot. I don't know why, but I struggled with that part so much. When I say for a while, I mean like the first 2 days. So really not that long, but that was like the most annoying part for me. Okay, that's also an easy jump. Back and not in class? GG, how did the tuba performance go? Planning to go for congregation in a few months. Just need to get some more skill first. Hardest is BOJ. Okay. Good luck with congregation. Also, hello Space Mario Edition. Not to do congregation as the hardest? Yeah, I think that's honestly fair. Congregation is like I think like a lot of the from 0 levels are kind of bad hardests, just because like you get progress on them so fast, you're so motivated, and then from 0 it's like a brick wall. So like amalgam is like that too. I didn't do amalgam as the hardest, I did it as the second hardest, but I can't imagine the experience would be that much different. And yeah, I literally got that level in like 3 runs in 1 day. Got it in 2 runs like on day 6, and then it took me like another week and a half to beat it, which I expected that for the level. But if you're going for it as the hardest and you don't know to expect that, then that's really demotivating. Dude, I'm this freaking square right here. Like the hitbox is invisible and all you get is like the red square, and the edge of the block is basically invisible. This is like the hardest timing one of the hardest timings in the pre-jump for me. It's like top 3 because it's invisible. I need to like learn where to look to do that jump. It's like the only one that's a problem. That's fair. Yeah, I think a lot of people fall into that trap. Alternatively, like good hardest to go for are like very muscle memory based ones. They just like don't gain you as much skill. So like OVERRATED is a very popular hardest around this skill range because like you can just rely on muscle memory. You don't need super skill to beat it technically. And it's like very jumpable just because of how muscle memory based it is. Okay. So it has like the white outline. How close is this to the actual hitbox? Okay, so alright, we have to do like an every end freaking visual indicator. An every end, like a common visual indicator that I use is like once my cube is halfway past the edge of the block, that's when you jump. And that's like generally like the latest you can click. So that's like, that would be a good visual indicator if this was like actually accurate to the hitbox at all. I don't know. I can jump like halfway past the white line. It's just sketchy because I'm so close to the spike. Oh, it'll probably be fine. If I say it'll probably be fine, it'll probably be fine. Didn't get to you? That's okay. GG. That mini ball. Oh, the mini ball has like two or like one or two really bad parts. Here, let me just get to them real quick. Most of the mini ball is fine for me. I'm not in practice mode. Like all of the jumps up until this one are like pretty easy. This one is like the same as the cube timing, where the hitbox just like isn't accurate and you have to hit that like as late as possible. But I've been getting that better at that timing. The timing I really struggle with, or I just like really struggle with this part in general. Like the CPS here is higher and like all the timings are still hard. Specifically the end. Like you have to click fast here, but it's like awkward. Other than that, the mini ball is fine, but like those two parts make it really hard, and they're like not consistent at 0. Is like the click on 48 silent? Wait, what's the click on 48? Oh, the green orb? I find it pretty easy. Like, I like to wait until my cube is, like, perfectly in the middle of it, and then just past that, I'll click. So, like, here would be slightly too early. I would wait, like, a couple more frames to click. It could be silent though. I looked at a frame perfect counter for this level, and like half of the clicks in the drop are frame perfect, which I did not know. So that could be frame perfect, and I could be cheesing right now. My hardest is Koro Dare. There, I have a command for it. That'll take you to the video. I beat it like in June? And then I just beat Amalgam like a week ago. That's my new second hardest. They're only like 10 spots apart, according to the list. I think Amalgam is quite a bit easier. Still second hardest territory, but quite a bit easier. Pizza Coop in Hell is the hardest, and it was surprisingly fun. Yeah, I Pizza Coop in Hell not as a hardest, and I had like no fun with it. That was like my first like highlights-esque video. Like I made some highlight edits for that. Amalgam is my second real one. 2.2 made some of those clicks not frame perfect. Okay, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I know 2.2 made this level easier, but it never moved on the list, and the frame perfect counter was made in 2.1. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. No. I know 2.2 super nerfed this level. It's actually crazy to me that it never moved down after 2.2 super nerfed it. But like, in the all-rated Extreme Demon list, everyone just says that it's accurately placed. If not accurately placed, then it's underrated, which is a lie. Dude, my finger is so cold. Alright, we need a little refresh on the robot. 2.1 congregation was above bloodlust. Yeah, I've seen that. I don't know. I don't know if I trust that either. Of course, I haven't played the level in 2.1, but I can't imagine that that's true. Isn't it like still really close to bloodlust? I feel like it's only like 10 spots away. I don't know. I know Tria. I'm pretty sure you're a reviewer of Tria too, but Tria like has been pretty adamant about trying to move Congregation down on the all-rated Extreme Demon list, and he was having people tell him that it's like as hard as like Ragnarok or something like that, which is like 155. That's like almost list worthy. Okay, so Congregation is 189 and Bloodlust is 173, so it's like a 16 spot difference. Yeah, I guess in 2.1 I could, considering everyone's opinions, I could see that being a Bloodlust. Going for Artificial Ascent soon. Most likely stream it. Dude, Artificial Ascent. I hate that level with a burning passion. It was like the first level that I did it as a hardest like a year and a half ago. And it was like the first level that I was attempting to record content for. I wanted to make like a highlights video out of it, and I just had the worst experience ever. Fun IMO. Artificial Ascent has a lot of fun parts. I think playing Artificial Ascent from zero really sucked. Like the hardest part of Artificial Ascent is like Michigan's part at like 28, and doing Michigan from zero, like the pass rate was so low for me. On top of that, I was told that the first 25 gets consistent, and for me it never did. I think maybe I had a problem with like locking in, and I just wasn't able to focus for the first 25% of Artificial Ascent. But that level treated me so poorly. And on top of that, I just had like so many deaths past like 35, even though I was so good at that part. And I think it was just because I hated playing from zero that much. I was just in a really bad mind state, and that made me play worse just in general. So I actually hate Artificial Ascent so much. I'd say like the last, like, I'd say somewhere from like 45 to 100 is pretty fun though. Gonna practice Michigan a lot. I think it's important to practice Michigan from slightly before Michigan. So like from 19 I think is good. Doing Gustavo Fring, which is 201, and then Congregation after. Okay. Just make sure you beat Congregation before you start talking about it, because of course it is up from zero level. But good luck on Gustavo Fring. Dude, my finger is actually so cold. What happened? I turned on my heater and then like instantly 3 minutes later my finger like just stopped getting blood flow. DJ only took 12k attempts even though it's a new hardest. Okay. That's good. Blade of Justice took me a lot of attempts. I did it as a artist too. I think it took me like 30k though, but part of the problem was that I played it like past midnight, which I played Geometry Dash way worse, like past midnight. Like I have a time frame in the day where I play Geometry Dash well, and past midnight is not it. It's like right now. So I think that contributed a lot to my inflated attempt count. But yeah, 12k is pretty good for Blade of Justice as a hardest. Oops, I super micro clicked. That's not helpful. Dream like a year ago where Congregation 2 came out. Huge mega collab. Except they had horrible gameplay. Okay, no, that's actually awesome. That's super accurate. I could see a Congregation sequel coming out, but it's a mega collab and just all the gameplay sucks. I would not be surprised at all. For the longest time, I would get like recommended in my YouTube, like Congregation sequel layout. And it was just, you know, like the only people that made that were like super young kids that just like were riding off of the Congregation hype. And I don't remember a single one of them being like the slightest bit interesting. And all of the Congregation sequels also use the Congregation song, which doesn't work that well. Okay, it took me too long to do that robot a second time. I was not paying attention. Okay, we're not going to talk about that. Congregation 2, but it's good and not official. Yeah, Lumina is... I've heard really good things about Lumina. But I'm not that interested in it. I can pass on Lumina. I think I got to the robot from here, so I'll just go from the ball. And pray, basically. There's a couple of hard clicks in this ball too, but they're like not as hard as the hardest choke points in the mini ball. That last click is hard. Oops. Rat sack. Yeah, I don't think a lot of rated sequels use like the same song as the original, and there's good reason for that. I think generally like the level feels very samey when people do that. There is a Cold Sweat sequel that's coming out called like Frigid Thrills, and it uses the same song, but it uses a different part of it. And I love that level so much. That is like the upcoming list level that I'm the most excited for, I think. Hooray! Okay, that's great. I'm not surprised. Dude, why is my hand so cold? I'm putting on a hoodie. Hopefully this helps. Too fast paced for the likes of Burbsack? It's true. No, like the ball is fast. Congregation's fastest part is the robot, and it's like 15% of the level, and then everything else is super slow, and I like it. Lumina is too much fast for me. Also, the robot is like my least favorite part of Congregation, which maybe checks out since it's the fast part. Okay. used way too many arrow triggers in the dream. The Congregation remake. Wait, what are the arrow triggers? Are they the one that like change the direction of your icon? Dude, my hand is actually so cold. What is actually going on? I like need gloves for Geometry Dash. Oh, wow, I clicked that late. Get the pause! Oh, okay. So, I know that, when you're like camping or something, the parts of your body that you need to focus on keeping the most warm are your head, hands, and feet, because those are just the parts that are the most exposed to the cold. And if they're cold, you're cold, basically. So maybe I can put the paw in my left hand, and that'll warm up my body enough. Or wait, yeah, left hand. Go sideways and stuff. Yeah, I think that would ruin the flow of Congregation. The paws. I only have one though. Jacques has the other. Here, wait, I can turn on the camera. Does that camera work right now? Hello? Arrow trigger like every 2 seconds. That's good. That's good. This is how we make Congregation good. Oh, here it is. It's cropped, but there's the paw. It's on my left hand right now because it's actually top 1 to play with the paw. I don't know how Zoink beat a list demon with the paws. It's actually so incredible. Oh my god, I'm ruining my whole setup. Stop. Alright, see you, Space Mario Edition. Thanks for stopping by. What are my thoughts on Shardscapes and Koei? Okay, I forgot about those slow-paced levels. So, funny thing, I have Shardscapes in 2 runs. I don't think I intend to beat Shardscapes, just because I think, like, all of those levels are, like, from 0 levels, right? I think Shardscapes is, like, I think it's, I don't think I'll like Shardscapes from 0. The other levels from 0, I can get behind. And then Koei, I'm not that interested in. I have a problem with first half heavy levels, like very first half heavy levels. Like ever since Artificial Ascent, and then Yatagarasu also confirmed it, I kind of like have a skill deficit with first half heavy levels, or a lot of them. Black Blizzard, Sunset Sandstorm, and hopefully Congregation are like kind of all exceptions. I kind of did really good, despite those being first half heavy levels, but for the most part, I have a problem with it. Like, if I don't like the gameplay in the first half, I'm just bound to hate the level, even if the rest of it is really good. Like, that's what happened with Artificial Ascent. And Yatagarasu, like, the gameplay past 21 is decent, but I hated that level because of the pre-drop. I don't know. Maybe Koei is doable. I just know it's like a challenge list wave. Like, it would go on the challenge list if the wave was alone, and then the gameplay afterwards doesn't look particularly interesting. So Kuweo is the exception, and then Shardscapes is a minor exception. Because I still did get that in 2 runs, and I might go for it in the future. I just don't know yet. Top 150 wave challenge with an easy extreme gameplay afterwards. Yeah, I just feel like I would suck balls at the gameplay afterwards, and then like I would end up passing the wave like 20 times before I beat the level, and that would suck. Oops, I like just used the entire wrong visual indicator. Artificial scent first. Oh my god, I have to take off the hoodie already. It's not working for me. Oh. Yeah, the first 33 of artificial scent is like awful. Dude, Anthrax was so bad for me. At the time I went for artificial ascent, I was like pretty good at ship. And even then, just the Anthrax part was so awkward. You would pass Michigan and then die to Anthrax, and it would be like the worst feeling ever. I had a really bad mindset for artificial ascent. Yeah, I did get a notification. I don't have Discord open, so I get Discord notifications on my phone instead, and they can be really distracting. But it's better than having it open on my computer. For some reason, having Discord open at the same time as Geometry Dash just causes endless lag spikes, and as soon as you close it, it's fine. Just Discord is like terribly optimized or something. I planned on switching to Linux, like at the end of my school semester, so that it doesn't screw everything up. And I'm hoping that will fix a lot of my lag issues. I'm hoping that my lag, especially with Discord, like stems from problems with Windows itself. I don't know. Only died to Anthrax a handful of times, but they were all annoying. Dude, I died to it so much. Also, 41 was terrible. I think I had like 40 deaths at 41. I actually recorded it. I recorded like all my deaths on Artificial Ascent. So you can look. But it's not pretty, I promise. Forgot about Lotus Flower, the impossible duels. Yeah, Lotus Flower is just like learny though. It's like learny. I don't know. I feel like Lotus Flower would be less of a From Zero level just because of how learny it is. I feel like it's like doable. I don't know. But the duels look way too hard to learn for me. Like, I'm not great at duels to begin with. Controlling 2 ships at the same time sounds actually impossible. Okay. An Artificial Ascent. Oh, okay, so I had 41 deaths at Vibrant, and 34 of them were at the green orb at like 41, which is ridiculous. Yeah, according to this, I had 132 attempts past 35, which is Anthrax, which doesn't seem that bad on paper, but I felt like I had a terrible experience on Artificial Ascent. I guess considering how first half heavy Artificial Ascent, 132 passes of like the hardest part of the level is pretty bad. I don't know. I don't want to think about Artificial Ascent right now. 40 plus attempts. Okay, wait. I don't know how many 40 plus attempts I had. It's probably over 100 still. Okay, I had 19 deaths in Zentic Alpha, and then Vibrant starts, which is about 40%, which means I still had over 100 deaths past 40, which is so bad. That's so bad. I did also beat Artificial Ascent before the bug fix. There was a bug at like halfway through Lugia's part where you would just die to a slope, and like you could get around the bug by like doing the straight fly in a certain way, but I still had a lot of deaths there because of that. And then the bug was fixed like the day that I beat it, which I was happy for, but at the same time, like I already put so much effort into trying to beat it with the bug already there, and like who knows, I could have probably beaten it a week earlier if I had just fixed the bug myself. Like I'm just like really stubborn when it comes to fixing bugs. Found it really easy, but everyone else says it's hard. Abstract's part is like hard in the second half, like compared to the other parts in the second half. I found it pretty hard, but I felt like decent at Abstract's part in runs. From zero I did have like 18 deaths there or something, or 13 or something. Everyone says speed part is hard, the part right after Etzer. That part I actually, like, it got so consistent for me. Like, I was so good at speed. I did a practice run of Artificial Ascent recently, and I understand what they're talking about for, like, the first time. Like, speed was the hardest part of the practice run. Just somehow, when I was going for it as a hardest, it got really consistent really fast. Still didn't help me beat the level. Oh, really? That's bad. Hi, Saipan. Oh, I'm not trying to stream when you're not available. I'm sorry. Just nervous I get to you. I don't know. Everyone says that speed's part is, like, pretty hard. And, like, playing it now, I, like, agree. Like, I guess it's a lot of nuance. But the transition into the ship is like really hard. That got consistent for me. Like that was one of the most consistent parts of speed. But like playing that again, it's hard. I see where they're coming from. But I also played Artificial Ascent for like 40,000 attempts basically. So maybe speed just takes like a long time to get consistent. And I reached that threshold. Whoops. I'm really lucky with it, that's there. When I was first going for Artificial Ascent, I was like confident that I wouldn't die past speed. Like Sir Punch to 100 felt so easy, and then I died there like 5 times. Sleeping on the beginning of the Sir Punch? No, the beginning of Sir Punch is hard from zero. Oh shit hits the fan when you're playing from zero. Dude, I jumped so early. Whoops. Died because your Seo triple clicked at 86. That's actually awful. I think I had a pretty stupid death in Artificial Ascent at a similar percent, like 84 or something, because I think one of the clicks, it was like a green orb, and it's supposed to be a super buffer, but I didn't know that because I like had never died to it. So I think I clicked it like 1 frame too late and died because I didn't super buffer it. And that death felt awful. Okay, there we go. I just said earlier that that click is not hard, and I'm dying to it. I'm dying to it. We're lying. Alright, let me just get to like... I want to say... I want to get to the robot from here. I just don't know if that'll take too long. How long have I been streaming? An hour 15? Oh my god. You flop. Okay. I'll try to get to the robot from here, but I won't play from here for that much longer. I'll just super lock in and see if I can make that happen. Again? Really? Also, is the music too loud? It sounds kind of loud to me. Maybe I should have asked this earlier. It's the jump scare level. Also, guys, how did you like the thumbnail? I thought I kind of cooked with it. Hi, Ozzy. Yes, is flopped. Oh, thanks, iPen. I'm glad the music is fine. Dude, oh, okay. I knew I clicked it that early, too early that time. We cannot mind block this green orb after I called it easy. Maybe I take it back. Maybe the green orb is hard. Oh, it's karma. Okay, okay. Thumbnail's good. That's good to hear. Ooh. Dude, stop. Literally, since I played from the drop, I haven't gotten past the green orb once. I thought I died there again. I was so close to just not clicking on the next click. That's great. Dude, we're not. I usually say once I get past like 45 in the drop cube that like I'm doing pretty good, or it's gonna be a good attempt. Today that might be 48. Today I might need to get to 48 for it to be like guaranteed a good attempt. Usually playing from the pre-drop. If I'm getting past 45, I'm getting to the robot. But I haven't played this level for a minute, so it's fair. That click is hard. That's one of like the 2 choke points in the big ball. My mind is not a block. My mind is not a block. Yeah, I'm satisfied with this performance. Never mind, I'm not satisfied. Dude, that's a free click. Dude, this is also a hard click. Very scary. This is like the other like big choke point in the ball. Nutsack, burb sack, or watermelon sack? What the hell is a watermelon sack? I'll be a watermelon sack. Self-control. But why a watermelon sack? No, why a watermelon sack? I know what a TS watermelon is. Oh my god. Just over exams, won't get to play escape room for at least 2 weeks. Are you actually going for escape room? Also, didn't your school like just start? Or were you on, would it be like a spring break that you were on? I almost fucked that up. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think I'm a fan of apricots, actually. I'm not an apricot fan. They're okay. I'd rather be a watermelon sack than an apricot sack. Sorry, apricot? I've only, okay. I think I've only ever heard it pronounced apricot. Apricot. Now it just sounds weird. Now everything sounds wrong. I don't want to talk about it. What do you mean 46 to 91? Okay. That's actually a crazy run. How long have you been playing the level? Isn't it also harder than Nove? That's great. You hear... Okay. Danny, that doesn't help. That really doesn't help. I'm assuming you hear apricot. Apricot? It doesn't sound right. Escape Room looks like a really cool level. I wanted to go for it. Someone in Trio Server was going for it as a hardest. It was Chubby. And they like were singing their praises for it. And then like 2 weeks later, or they didn't send a message for 2 weeks. They came back 2 weeks later, beat the level, and gave it like a 0 out of 10 enjoyment. I don't know what happened in those 2 weeks, but that's scared me from the level. Good enough. That's a hard click. That's like the last super hard click in the drop, so I don't mind dying there. Couldn't escape the room for 2 weeks? Yeah. Apricot is crazy. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's like the only way I've heard it. Well, I've heard apricot a couple of times, I'm sure, but it's mostly just been apricot. I don't know. Apricot is just better. I don't know. I kind of like apricot. No, actually both of them sound wrong right now. You'll have to ask me when it's like fresh in my mind. Neither of them sound good at the moment. Oops. 5,500 attempts. That seems like really good for 5,500 attempts. Isn't it harder than Nove? Am I crazy? I know it's really close. Maybe you answered and I just did not look. Oops, that's cooked. Harder than Bloodlust 2? Okay. Seems insanely doable. Maybe Escape Room is another first half heavy, like, experience level. Like we were talking about earlier. Like it's a From Zero level. That's like the only way I would actually see Chubby going from, oh, I love this level, to like hating the level in 2 weeks. Is that it's a From Zero level, but I don't know. I'll just get to the drop here from here like once. Then we can go from 0. Yeah, that's a hard level. I think the hardest part is probably... I don't know, it's really hard to say. If you don't take the skip at 6%, it's probably the first cube. If you do take the skip, I think it's the mini ball. Tria said it was like the last mini cube before the drop and the beginning of the drop. I don't know. I don't understand the last mini cube before the drop being the hardest part. That part doesn't seem that bad for me from 0. The drop being the hardest part from 0, I could see. I could see that happening. It depends on what my experience is. That's great. Yeah, there's a skip here. I'll show you real quick. Perhaps I should be in practice mode. Okay, so here, you can jump in like the middle of the second highlighted blue block and just go up past everything. Like here you can just hold and then you skip but like 2 really hard jumps, like the 2 hardest jumps in the mini cube. And it's a pretty lenient timing as well. Why are we canceling me? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Working on the level again whenever you have time. Your hardest? Yeah, I knew it was a thing. I didn't do it for a while, and then I learned Tria did it in his completion, and I kind of like... I use him as like a baseline for like what is acceptable to fix and skip in levels, because I think he has like a pretty good stance on that. So once I learned that he used that skip, I figured I might as well. Well, I'm good at 19 right now, so that's a good sign. Knock on wood. Dude, I had a lag spike and it threw me off. Stop. Americans aren't actually Americans, they're descendants from Europeans. Well, if you follow that line, then there's no different races at all, actually. I think that's how that works. Or ethnicities. No different ethnicities. Also, didn't like people exist in the I'm actually like confident that people existed in, well, yeah, the Native Americans existed in Americas or the Americas before Christopher Columbus, which means they're not European, they're something else. I don't know where they originated from. But that would make them not European. So if you have blood from Native Americans, I don't know, ancient Mexico, like anywhere over there, then are you really European? A podcast, bro has a podcast. PFP. I also can't pronounce your names. Sorry, there's only like 3 letters in it. It's really hard to pronounce. Playing GD for too long? Yes, there is a difference between ethnicity, nationality, and race. Yeah. I don't think every American is descendant from Europeans, though. That's basically what I was saying. Like, there were people native to the Americas before Europe came and trolled. You should get a walking pad machine where you can walk slowly in front of your desk without all the treadmill shenanigans. Okay, I feel like I'm being very stereotyped right now. I feel like this guy is imagining me as like the 300-pound super loser. I'm not, Azzy. Before you say anything, that is not true. Azzy is lying. Deliberately? Okay. After Europe killed Native Americans, well, they didn't kill all of them, and populated the country, they brought black people and slaves and Latinos. Well, there's still... Okay. I mean, they didn't, like, genocide everyone. It was a lot of people, don't get me wrong, but that's... Don't disrespect Andrew Tate. Oh, this guy's awesome. See you, Geo, lunatic. Have a good one. I'm a super flopper. Not a super loser. Stop! No, stipend. Stipend? No, stop. We're lying. The host, Big OG. What does this mean? Sigma. No. Stop. Don't encourage it. Oh my god, I have brain rot in my chat. I'm only alive by luck right now. I used the wrong visual indicator like 4 times and lived. That's good. I got past 45, so it's fine. It's good enough. Oh, aren't a super loser. Look, I'm sorry. Whoops. I missed the word. Whoops. Okay. Losing all my supporters. Money into getting a job or being an entrepreneur? Okay. I think you could say the same thing about you watching podcasts. Like, watching the Joe Rogan podcast in the grand scheme of things is like a waste of time. You're not going to become super rich and famous by spending all your time watching Joe Rogan podcasts or making clips of it. No, Nex has a point. Why do anything meaningful when you can play Geometry Dash? Oh. Bye, by the way. Oh my god. Wait. I can't. Oh, I can't do anything. I can't interact with my chat at all. Everything is broken. Okay, I can interact with my chat now. Okay. Goodbye. He's gone. We don't need him. Sorry, sorry. No, it's my OBS's fault. My OBS is broken, not me. What an interesting fellow that guy was. Oops. Uploaded a Future Funk Duel video 2 months ago. Okay, bro plays Geometry Dash and he's telling us that Geometry Dash is a waste of time. Bro watched like one podcast clip and his whole personality is different. It's gone, it's gone. There's no human left inside of that man. Bro was telling like 14-year-olds to like become an entrepreneur and stop wasting their life. Guy, it's a little video game. Oh my god. Now, if you're getting recommended burb sack streams, then you're not entrepreneuring. I'm gonna be so raw. If that guy was getting recommended burb sack streams, he has taken none of his advice. That's great. Jacques making a super hate me thumbnail? I'm probably gonna make one myself, maybe. I've been enjoying creating thumbnails recently. That's how you know you're cooked. You're getting recommended burb sack streams. Well, I didn't want to say that. It's like, if you're getting recommended burb sack streams and you're joining them and chatting in them, then, like, for that guy specifically, he himself is not doing what he was telling us to do with his life. I'm on damage control now. I'm just trying to keep my viewers. I'm basically saying that you're not a loser automatically if you watch burb sack. Gotta go watch the Joe Rogan podcast. No, that guy's tainting my viewers. Stop. Yeah, yeah. Everyone's leaving to watch Andrew Tate because he's better than Burpsack. He's the true Sigma. Oh. Do I need to copy him to make my channel blow up so that you guys can say? Do I need to have women in my room? Okay, we're done talking about this. Do I need to go bald, grow a super 8-pack, and then stream shirtless all the time? And pretend like I know what I'm talking about? Cantaloupe sack. Talk to a Girl podcast in the bottom right. I haven't watched a single episode of that, but I can't imagine it's anything more than brain rot, right? There's no way, right? They can't talk about a single meaningful thing on there. There's no way. That was a super duper lag spike. I'm hacking. Oh, I jumped way too early. That's fine. $35. I really don't have a lot of runs on Congregation today. It's really just 59 to 100, which is like a given, and then 35. It's whatever. I don't feel terrible at the level. Like, I felt pretty confident there. Of course, I died. But, like, I could have made it to the drop. If I made it to the drop, I would have been prepared. You make a thumbnail for World and it's super duper good. Will you use it instead of yours? Yes. If you make me a thumbnail for Super Hate Me World, I will probably use it. Oops. Play like Libaria. What is this? Okay. Knowing Yazzie, it could be like one of three things. It's a podcast, it's a game, or it's a song. Or it's a song on a game. Forsaken Tale. Okay, that one I know. Forsaken Tale I know. I can't. It's too hard. I can't. It's too hard. I had to think about it for a second. I'm getting turned into a pumpkin. Man, that podcast clipper, he basically said I was 300 pounds, and now I'm all sad. I will. How are you doing? Don't. Oh, okay. That's upsetting. I'm pretty good at this jump. So a death here is a flop. A super flop. 1.6 haze used. Yeah. No, it makes me so much more excited to make more content. I'm so happy the video did well. It also made me realize how hard editing stream highlights are. Like, that was just like 5-ish minutes of stream highlights, and that it took so long. Like, basically the translation was per 1 minute of video, it took like almost an hour to edit. And I'm not a great editor, so that's fine. But it took so long. It took so much longer than I was expecting. And on top of that, I like already knew all the clips that I wanted to use and like where to find them. If I had to sift through my streams to find interesting parts to use in a highlights video, oh, then it'll take so much longer. I need to like find a method to like save important parts in a stream that I might be able to use for highlights, so that I don't have to spend so much time sifting through everything. Because for the clarity streams, I have to just rewatch the entire streams. Elephant sack! I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. My viewers hate me. Clementine got sent. GG. That's good. It looked really cool. I would have thought it was a like very recent level based on how it looked. Yeah, when are we raiding Earth with you? Right timestamps? Yeah. I need to. I know Tria does that. I just like haven't. Stop. I know for Goner, I was thinking about this because I was initially intending to make stream highlights. And for like every wave attempt I got, I timestamped it in the stream. But I never used that. And then if I forget to timestamp the clip, it's just like, it's so hard to find. Probably an OBS plugin. Oh yeah, I forgot OBS plugins exist. I wonder how that works. Because I'm streaming, I'm not recording right now. I'm doing replay buffer just in case I beat the level, but that only saves like the last 6 minutes. And if I save every clip that might be usable in the video, my storage is just going to fill up way too fast. So, I don't know. The clicker for the audio is interesting. Like make a spike in the audio that makes it obvious that something happened there. Maybe I could just like scream at the top of my lungs for 5 seconds and then the audio will peak. And then I'll know that something happened in that very moment. That's great. If I do that, you'll block me on every platform available. Okay. Noted. I won't scream at the top of my lungs. Yeah, I do have a dog. That would greatly disturb her. Okay, I need to stop flopping at the last mini cube. Or not the last cube before the drop. I'd say the 235 deaths are like acceptable. The 40 deaths shouldn't have happened though. Now that's also upsetting. It's fine. I just got to the minikube twice in a row, so I can't be upset. Hi, color. No progress technically. I almost got to the drop. I died at 40. I was like 2 clicks away, but other than that, no. Just train my audio. Wait, what do you? No. What do you mean Corrodair raise? No, stop. What do you mean? What? I'm going to the demon list immediately. What? It was raised from like 135 to 128? It's above Cosmic Cyclone? What? I had a feeling it was underrated. I had a feeling. Like, I didn't know for sure, but I had a feeling. That's actually awesome. Wait, I'm so excited. Oh my god. What? Why did this happen? Oh, and Amalgam's at 148. How did Amalgam move down 2 more spots? Dude, Superhuman World's at 146. I need to beat that immediately. I need to beat that while it's on the list. No, that's crazy. Did someone, like, beat Korodair recently and say that it was super underrated? Okay, I don't recognize any of the players. Whatever. Oh yeah, we had a podcast bro. That's the progress we had this stream. We had a progress bro that told me to get like a treadmill to use while I play Geometry Dash because I'm not getting enough exercise or something. He told me walking was healthy for me, like I didn't know, and told me every American is actually European and Americans don't exist. Huge W's for the Flopsack community. Yeah, that's actually so exciting. Does this mean if I was going for a level that was in between Korodair's previous and current spot, then I'm not going for a new hardest? Okay. That's incredible. Well, you know what? Most of these levels were eliminated anyways. I'm just gonna say it. New hint. The level that I'm currently going for is not... Wait. How do I say this? Okay. Korodair is currently below the new hardest I am going for, which means it was not between Korodair's old and new spot. So I think you guys can eliminate like 4 more levels. It's not that much. I think that the new levels that get eliminated are Glock's Inia, Scrubba Bingo Force, and Call Me Maybe. It's literally 3 levels. The other ones were like super carried by game modes. Alright, that's awesome. Is Flaming Next or like in the game? Yeah, he told Next to like go start a business instead of playing Geometry Dash. Like specifically Next. Next didn't do anything wrong. He is super targeted. This is so sad. Oh, it's not Call Me Maybe. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna switch the direction of the wait, I'm gonna change I'm gonna switch up the ARG and make it so that it does reveal my hardest through slightly harder puzzles instead of giving the hints to my hardest, just because I'm behind. Oh, also, you asked when the Clarity video is coming out. I don't know. I intended to have it done by the end of the month, but I also didn't expect to make like a amalgam video of decent quality, and on top of that, I am very busy with school right now, so I'll see. I have to do some like catch-up work on school, and then I'll be able to edit the Clarity video, but hopefully I have it out sometime soon. Oh, hi Soup! How are you? My day is going great. Thank you for asking. How are you? troops. That's great. Doing very well. That's good to hear. Telling GD player to go on a walk like XQC calling doggy autistic. Yeah, no, actually, GD is very healthy for you. It increases your heart rate, so it's basically exercise. Hi, Croissantos. I'm gonna have to pass on your collab offer, Jumper Z. I am already in another decoration project, and it's I'm strapped for time basically. Between school, editing videos, rock climbing, and working on another collab part that I have had for like 6 months, I don't have a whole lot of time to fit in anything else. I know, man. I'm working on it. Oh, you already went to Australia. You know what, Soup? You didn't actually miss that much. I just like got back from like a week-long break. I uploaded that amalgam video, which I think I saw you comment on. I meant to respond, but there's a few comments I haven't gotten around to replying to. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, after posting the amalgam video, I had like 10 days off from streaming. I treated it like a job. No, I was just busy with school. No, guys, streaming is actually harder than any job ever. I have the hardest job. That podcast clip, guys, doesn't understand. He doesn't understand how hard my life is. Yeah, I have a part in Femur Breaker. I'm happy with how it looks. I made a block design and a background. I need to work on the background and make it actually move, but I'm happy with how they look. I just need to actually like place the block designs in every block and then make the background work, and then like the collab part is done. I just yeah, way worse collab offers. Yeah, no, I heard about that one. The 13-minute Insane Demon collab. Tendon Pentology. It's such an awesome name. No, they just threw 2 words together. You love to the koalas. That's cool. I'm glad to hear. What else did you do in Australia? Yeah, here, I won't leak Femur Breaker, but I was working on... Man gave me another... one of his layouts to decorate, which I've been busy, so I haven't gotten around to it recently, but this is all my deco. It looks way better than I remember. Oh my god, I need to finish this. And I had like really good ideas for a lot of these parts. I just haven't put it together. And then that part also exists. That's like all I've done. Yeah, TS amazing layout. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It will come out eventually. Cornbread Travel was another banger invite. Why didn't you work on Cornbread Travel? Oh, what am I playing right now? Congregation. That's what the stream is. TS amazing layout. Yeah, I know. I was really proud of, like, all 3 of the backgrounds that I made for that level. I'm super proud of. Leak the Femur Breaker part? Okay, sure. I don't know how to play the level at all. Is this my part? Oh, this is my part. Oh, I need to fix the layering here, but this is my block design. Here, I'll just turn on no clip. That's my block design, and then I have like a background up here. Just pistons that'll open and close. Okay. Saw kangaroos, might have liked it more than Slovakia. That's cool. Wait, Slovakia is your favorite if I remember correctly, right? That's a huge bar. Restructured and fixed the gameplay. Okay. Did you fix anything like in the beginning of the level? Yeah. No, I haven't worked on like the colors with the background. I've only like made the block design and I have no clip on. I've only made the block design and like the basic background. I need to work on the colors. The ball and spider. Okay. Then yeah, I'll work on that. I honestly didn't expect much from Australia. As the famous Saipan quote goes, quote, Australia more like shit. I love that quote so much. I don't know. I couldn't think of like that much to do in Australia other than gambling. But I'm glad you liked it. Dude, Australia is so known for gambling. It's so awesome. Locked into an high drama. I'm locking in. Like super minor changes, mainly within the first few blocks. Yeah, I can look at it. I think I have personalized changes as well. Like I made some changes to the gameplay myself to make it feel more fair. Yeah, I'll copy yours over. No, I actually forgot how awesome I made that part, or those parts looking rebound to layout to BF. Like every part looked so much more full than I remember. I need to finish that. The boyfriend does not. Nope, BF does not stand for boyfriend. Alright, see you soon. Thanks for joining. How was the duel you sent me? It was okay. I don't remember. I did like one practice run. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It was like memory, right? You had to like skip a bunch of the orbs. It was either memory or I did it very wrong. I think the memory can't kind of like came out of nowhere, if it is memory and I didn't just do it wrong. But it played like well. Treatment facility too. Wait, can I show it on stream, Saipan? What's up, Ryan here? How are you? That's very different. It actually like took a take on like dual memory that I have never seen before. Well, it's like, I guess, simple in theory, but I've never seen it used in like a dual that way before. It was cool. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I need to lock in though. I have not been paying attention for like the last 10 minutes in congregation. The big leagues are calling. Here, yeah, I'll. Where is it? Oh yes, this one. Okay. This jump is hard. This needs to be nerfed. Okay. I think you just skipped that green orb, which it caught me off guard. And you skipped that yellow orb too. Wait, what do I actually do here? Do I just like lightly tap the pink orb? Yes. I got it. It seemed good. It needs a little bit of fixing. Oh yeah, this memory is cool. I just clicked that late to skip the yellow portal. I like this memory. It needs fixing for sure. Like, if you hit the yellow orb too late, you die like that, which is evil. And then, oh, okay. No, I don't see memory like this that often. I like this type of memory. Hi. Oh, next part is ass. I liked it. I kind of liked it. Sorry, Sci-Fi. I didn't mean to leak everything. Why am I doing the jump scare level? Long story short, I have been playing every end for fun recently, and I have it in basically 5 runs. I'm literally 1% away from getting every end in 5 runs. So basically I'm cracked at timings, and I wanted to see how fast I could beat Congregation. Reworking that entire transition. Yeah, that's fair. It functioned well, but I think you could make it like feel better. Not that it felt bad, I think you could just like make it like cooler gameplay wise. Yeah, the song is good. The beginning of the song is actually so good. Yeah, Saipan really stepped it up after the color burp sack challenge. What's up, Attila Fabian? Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I do it with literally every new viewer. I am the top 1 worst reader ever. Dude, okay. It's okay. You are actually the nicest person ever. Every time I butcher someone's name, they never send another message ever. No, 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 no. I swear I did not call that guy Chess. That's obviously Cheerios. No, that's obviously Cheerios. There's no way I butchered that. Okay, well shit. If he has it clipped, then I probably said it. That's great. Reading names while streaming is hard. Okay, look, I have a vouch. You're really good at it though. I feel like you never mispronounce names. That being said, you have streamed like over a year longer than I have. Oh, haven't heard this level in a while. Yeah, it's lost a lot of its. Wait, let me hear this clip. What is this? Hi. Chess. Cheer. I really did pronounce it chess. It's so obvious now. Cheer. Chess. Cheer. Yeah. It was very obviously Cheerios. That's actually terrible. No, I know. I was there when Parker said it like that. That one was obviously Raven. Rav Brienne is crazy. To not say the names you can't instantly pronounce, but then if I'm talking to a certain chatter, like how do I address them? You with the teal profile picture and black hat, yeah. It's just impossible. Do I just have to ignore everyone that I can't pronounce? I can't do that. I can't. Oh, that's actually awesome. This is like the easiest click in the level. Meant to type that you like my icon. Okay, I was wondering about that message. I figured you were trying to say that you like my icons and that I read it wrong like 3 times. But yeah, thank you. I like my icons too. They have personality. Except my cube is awful and it's terrible for congregation because it's like not even on every side. It's not symmetrical. So some timings become impossible if my cube is like facing forward because like the visual indicator is different. It makes specifically the second click in the drop really hard. And all of every end. Yeah, I think I saw non-4med as well. Am I stupid? What did I do? But yes, address the message is not the name. That's smart. But it's kind of part of my thing now. I just butcher every name. It's like just part of the burb sack experience. Tria, how'd you like the congregation thumbnail? I thought I cooked on it. It's not really a great stream thumbnail, but like in a vacuum it's a cool thumbnail, I thought. I'm just tooting my own horn here. Sorry, you can say it's ass. There we go. Whoops. Okay, that's a pretty good attempt. I probably shouldn't be dying here. But these are also clicks that are really hard because of my cube. If my cube is rotated the wrong way, these clicks become impossible. Yeah. No, I usually don't die here, but this is like the type of click I should be very trained for after so much every end progress. Like, not a lot of clicks directly transfer from every end. This is one of them. This is one of them that should directly transfer. But whatever. It's hard with my cube. I'm not upset. Yeah, pretty good drop attempt. Considering how bad I was at 48 earlier, I am lucky I passed it. No, I actually thought that I died at the green orb at 48. If I clicked it one frame later, I think I would have died. And I was so close to just not clicking at the click after. Like, it was so close. I was so close to dying there. You guys do not understand. Anyways. Sorry, I'm ghosting. Like it a lot, thank you. Why am I rage baiting in your DMs? What big horn am I tootin'? What does that mean? Tootin' a little horn. The hell is that keyboard? I have a little membrane keyboard here. It's actually ass, and I don't use it for I don't use it for Geometry Dash, except for like 2-player levels, because it's more comfortable than the Seo. But whatever. It's like really bad. It sounds terrible. And if Deimos was in here, he would call it out frame 1. Was gonna call 48. Yeah, I've been pretty good at 48 apart from today. Like, it feels like a pretty easy, straightforward click to me. But today I've been doing bad at it. I honestly got lucky that I passed it. I'm also so bad at the robot right now. If I was getting to the robot, there's just no shot I was beating it. But I wasn't that nervous, so there is a small possibility. I did like 0 runs to 100 though. My deco looks similar to my thumbnail style. That's interesting to hear. I wouldn't think that those things would translate to each other. I'll take it though. Not so happy with the thumbnail. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys the secret. If you use camera zoom, it works wonders on thumbnails. Camera zoom to like 0.4x is like, it's a top secret strat that no one knows about for thumbnails. I've made like 2 really cool thumbnails with that. Depends on the level, of course, but for the moon below and congregation, I think it worked really well. Friend really wants to beat this level. It's a really cool level. It's just like hard. Well, it's hard from 0. And frustrating. I want to see how many attempts I'm at. Alright, 578. That's more than I expected from 0. And okay, we're at like 6k. It's not bad. It's not bad. How many attempts did you take on this trio? If I take more than you, then I'm bad, and every end means nothing to me. I'm not tooting. I'm not tooting. We're making things up. High Earth with you. If only you were rated. The cat mod? Yeah. Soggy mod. It's so good. I have like an image with all my viewers' cats here. We were doing a thing where if you had a cat, you could submit a picture to the Discord server and I would put it in here. But I haven't updated it for a while and I need to. The mod updated and the image is different. So I need to like remake the whole image and it's so much work. But whatever. I'll do it sometime. I like looking at 55 on congregation. It's nice to have more than 50% on congregation. I feel like I actually have real progress now. Oops, that's great. Yeah, that's my Discord link. Blocked. That needs to be a command. I don't know what I would do for it. Maybe it could link to like a tenor glyph or something. I don't know. The old picture of the Soggy mod before it broke. Yes. I can do it after stream. I don't have Discord open. It doesn't even have every cat in it. I think I forgot 2 of Man's cats. And there was a new one posted that I also haven't added. But the way I did it was so bad. Instead of having every cat on a new layer, every time I needed to add a new cat, I would make like a new project, copy and paste the old cat picture in, so it was all on one layer, and then I would have to like basically add every other cat again so that I could rearrange them. So I had a very terrible method of going about it. I like never saved the PSD. Can't guess what your username is on Discord. I have a feeling you're going to be the person that just joined. No. There's no way it's Obeon. I low-key forgot to put my Discord server link in the description of the amalgam video, which Color told me about after it had blown up, and I just didn't. I should probably start adding those to the description of my videos. Yeah, my community has grown so much. I'm almost at 200 subscribers now thanks to the amalgam video. Which is great, except I haven't even done my 100 subscriber special. So, can you guys chill? Don't unsubscribe. That's not an invitation to unsubscribe, actually. Gonna do a special for 200. Maybe I can just frame my special for 200 as my new hardest. Or frame my new hardest as my special for 200. I'm doing a new hardest for you guys. Because there's 200 of you. That's incredible. That click is hard. It's a terrible special. Yeah. Is it better than nothing? Is it better than nothing? It has to be, right? No, me being stuck on the same level for 3 months, I can't believe that that's not a good special. Also, worst streaming of all time. Also, I don't know. I think all of you were, or most of you were here when I talked about it, but Corridor got raised on the list by like almost 10 spots. I think you should beat the level. I'm trying really hard. Corridor got raised on the list like about 10 spots. And I never said it before, but I did always think that it could be underrated. I never gave my opinion on it because I've never beaten anything harder. And I know that I say Super Hate Me World is like harder than Corridor, but Corridor is like a super second half heavy level, and I think some people have a problem with like second half heavy levels where if they die a lot at the second half, they blame it on experience rather than like the actual level being hard. I've seen that on Prismatic Haze like a lot. Like, the ending on Prismatic Haze is hard, so, and it's long, so you get like a lot of endingness there. But I always wonder if those ending deaths are because you get like quote unquote unlucky or because like the ending is actually hard. For Corridor, it's definitely because the ending is hard, and I just wondered if like people underrated it because of like quote unquote getting unlucky. Of course, that's just speculation, but I'm so happy to see it moved up. It's my Discord name. I'm the sack in the server, the blue one. I think it's just H and G. It's definitely worse than nothing. Well, I mean, you can just not watch it. That is something that you can do. Do my viewers not want me going for new artists? Is that? Do we hate me going for new artists? Do the levels just take too long? I have a feeling my next artist will take less time than Corridor. Oh yeah, Huge Stack Gaming, that's me. Corridor took like unreasonably long, but I pretty much dragged the experience. Feels lazy. It's less lazy than, well, yeah, that's the point. That's the point. I'm reframing my new hardest as a 200 subscriber special. I haven't done anything for 100 subscribers yet, so yeah. Okay, it's fine. Play Monstrum for 200 subs? What is Monstrum? I said I might play a horror game on Halloween. Might. If we're doing something on Halloween, then I kind of can't stream a horror game, except for like at like noon. The horror game at noon. While you were walking in the woods. It's kind of cool. I was playing horror games for like every Friday because I thought that would be fun. I like a good amount of horror games. But I wasn't like the best at streaming them. In fact, I was pretty bad at streaming horror games. And then not a lot of people came. So I stopped doing that. You loved it. Yeah. I think some of the games that I played on stream also were not super interesting. Or at least for me and for streaming. Like Growing My Grandpa was a good game, but I think it would be like better to like pick apart in like a video essay rather than play on stream. Just don't listen to Azzy. Yeah, Azzy's games were good. I liked them. They just like, I don't think they were the best for streams. Hosting tournaments on Halloween. At round 1. Problem solved. We will watch. Maybe I will. Oh, yeah, I saw Ashton playing Monstrum. Do a little level request. Okay, if I wanted viewers, yeah, I'd do level request. But I do want to curate a good community rather than a large community. Like quality over quantity, you know? If I do level requests, the quantity or the quality goes down the drain. And then I can't do another stream ever again without someone asking for level requests. So I'd rather not. Oh yeah, soft landing. Whoops. I always mix them up. My fault. Peak with viewers for 200 subs. How many of you guys actually have peak? Or, yeah. I could do like just games in general with viewers. Honestly, for Halloween, like playing the horror games with viewers like Lethal Company or Content Warning or Kletka and stuff like that could be interesting. I don't know. Depends on how many people have those games. Oh, no, I'm not playing that. I need to refresh on everything. Oh, and Repo. I forgot about that one. Doubt many people have those games. Is Peak really that popular? Like, do more people have Peak than any of those other games? Yeah, Kletka won't. That one's not gonna happen. I was just naming examples. Hi, Jade. Could get a huge lobby and peak. Yeah, you can. Repo's in Fortnite, hooray! Yeah, I think I'd have to do a poll in my server. I also don't know if 200 people or 200 like subscribers is enough. Because the way I would get people to join that is by having them join my Discord server, and I only have like 30 people in there. So it wouldn't be able to be that big, or like, I just don't have like that much of a reach to get people to play. I guess it's open to everyone in the live stream as well. I don't know. That'll take some logistical planning. There we go. Peak would be better for streaming. Probably, yeah. Well, would Peak be better for streaming? If you have a huge lobby in Peak, then if you ascend the mountain and are waiting for everyone else, and that is... that could be problematic. Think he could get 20? It's possible. I think very unlikely though. Hi Gumball. How are you? Everyone's going to the same place. Yeah, I think Peak would be much more teamwork oriented. I mean, with a lobby of 20 people, there's no way everyone goes on different paths. On lethal. Okay. I've had my little refresher. We can go back from 0. Whoops. Okay. Dude, this level made me sleepy. I can lock in though. I've got this. I've got this. I definitely could have gotten to the drop more than once. I had quite a few flops in the last cube before the drop though. Oh, yeah, this click is hard. That's fine. Hardest part of the level, that is a pretty low pass rate. I don't think it is for me. The low or the hardest part of the level. Like, I don't feel particularly nervous in the last cube before the drop. So that helps a lot. It's not easy. I had a death at 40 today, and that should have made it to the drop. I just like super fumbled at one of those clicks. But I don't think, in my mind, that contributes to the difficulty of that cube dying to that click. Because it truly was like one of my biggest fumbles. That's fine. 19% is really hard. It's gotten slightly more consistent now, but it just has so many hard timings packed into this tiny little corridor. Oops. Play again with the sack one time. I really do like the idea of doing like peak with viewers. That sounds like fun. That could be a really fun special. Buffering the red or at 25 is beta? A beta move? I honestly thought that was the intended route. Are you not supposed to buffer it? I thought it was like, you know those 2 orbs at the last cube that you have to super buffer, and if you don't super buffer them, you die? I thought that that orb was also like that. Clicked it super late to make it sync with the song. Okay, we're checking this out. I have literally always super buffered it. Oh, that's... Wow, if you click that late, that is not a hard timing. I don't think it's a hard timing at all. I don't know. Super buffering it is funnier to me. I'm gonna super buffer it. I already have muscle memory for super buffering it. Whatever. It is super easy, I can't lie. It's true. But super buffering it is even easier. Hi Valde. How are you? Business notes. Dude, I have a business class right now. It just started, but I think it's going to be the like hardest, longest, most annoying slog fest of my school career. I'm gonna hate that class. Greg is going good. I got 55%. Only one attempt to the drop, but I've only ever had one in the past, so I can't really complain. Especially after taking like a 10-day break. Alright, see you, Saipan. Thank you for the good luck with the Kong. Have a good one. Mental health has been a bit off recently. Better so far? Okay, that's good to hear. That skip at 5? Yeah, I learned it in Tria's chat. It makes the pre-drop queue pretty free, actually. Though it actually removes literally like the 2 hardest clicks and probably the whole level. The second click in the drop is up there. Okay, it removes like 2 of the top 3 hardest clicks in the whole level. So, yeah, it's pretty nice. Alright, see you, Owen. Have fun touching grass. Brother took the class and he enjoys it. Are you not enjoying it then? I'm assuming not. Yeah, the skip is so good. I wasn't going to use it initially because I'm pretty consistent at like the jumping over the block. This type of jump. I'm pretty good at that. But like the way the click is set up, you can die to the spike after the block click. So even if you click it, if you do it super late, you just die to the spike, and that was so annoying. I was not putting up with that. So I'm taking the skip. I'm taking the skip. It's so easy too. I thought it'd be like another frame perfect that you'd have to pull off, but no, the window is so lenient. Oh, okay. Notorious for being strict with homework. Okay. To the point where you don't actually end up doing the homework. Yeah, just stay on top of it. Make sure you do it every week. If you like take a week off, quote unquote, then it's all over. Procrastinate like crazy with even good mental. I had a dream recently. I need to talk about it. Avernus is also overrated. This could be true. I don't know. I don't have the skill for top 20 levels. Okay. So, in this dream I had recently, I was getting married, right? So, we're already off to a very unrealistic start. But my procrastination in the dream was so bad that I didn't write wedding vows until the day of the marriage, which is incredible. How does that even happen? So like with 2 hours to the marriage, when I should be writing my wedding vows, I decide to hop on Globe to Geometry Dash instead. So those wedding vows, they never got written for sure. Bro is doing Globe to Geometry Dash. He'd rather do that instead of writing his wedding vows. It was eye-opening, honestly. It was a bit of a wake-up call. Like I cannot let my procrastination get that bad. If it does, everything is over. I was really slacking. I was really slacking. In my dream, I was thinking of wedding vows to write, but I wasn't writing them. So I was like brainstorming, but nothing was going on paper while playing Globe. And I low-key thought of some bangers, some banger things to say. Except I didn't write them down, and I'm terrible at impromptu public speaking, so I wasn't going to remember them. No. Globe to Geometry Dash. Oh, hold on. The wedding can wait. I have a Geometry Dash stream to do. I have my 300 subscriber special. My wife can wait. No, honestly, Sigma Sack. Stop! I'm turning into the freaking podcast clip, bro. Dude. Okay. I can't complain that much. That click is hard. I never struggled with it on day one. But I am now. Maybe I mind blocked it. Globe Geometry Dash was kind of popping too. It was a good day on Globe to Geometry Dash. I woke up before the wedding happened, thankfully. Uh, but as far as I'm aware, I had a very good day that day. Blames you for not doing an unreleased PowerPoint. Okay. All my teachers in my school right now are like pretty lenient, but there's a problem with that too. In their leniency, they also like have a very loose teaching structure. So I feel like I don't actually end up learning that much in my school. And if you're not like assigning homework where I have to use critical thinking skills, then it's really hard to apply the knowledge that you learn. Like one of my teacher's assignments is literally copying down pre-written code from a packet that he gives us and then like bug fixing it. I don't think the bug fixing is part of the assignment, but it always inevitably has bugs. So the bug fixing part is like, that's some critical thinking that I have to use, but I'm like not actually writing code, and I don't feel like I'm learning that much. Does this teacher like really grade you on notes? Dude. Cooked for answering business questions? Huh. Like to check on them to see if you're actually committed to learning the subject. I see. Good note taking is really important, but it's like really hard to grade them. In middle school, my school like always tried to like force like Cornell notes on you, which is like a certain note-taking method. And I didn't like them like at all. But they always forced you to learn them. And then I think they would grade you on them sometimes. I don't know. Like, I understand the importance of good note-taking, but there's not like one way to take notes. It's different per student. And I feel like they're really hard to grade because everyone's brain works differently. Oops. I wonder if I could have learned to take like note. I'm a pretty slow note taker. Like if an instructor is moving at like a decent pace, I like have a really hard time keeping up with notes. I wonder if for note taking I should have like learned how to take notes like by cutting out vowels from words to do it faster. It has a name, the method, and it's used for like programming and naming variables. I forget what it's called. But I feel like if I was able to, if I would have been able to understand that, Yeah, cutting out vowels. Well, okay. Let me think of a word. Okay, we'll just take cutting. I mean, if you look at that, given the context, you'll probably know that that says cutting. I mean, it depends on the word. Some words you can't cut out vowels. But if you... Shorthand will give you so much trouble in college. I don't know. I feel like if you get, like, used to it, like, doing it, like, since middle school, it could be useful, maybe. These are the strats you have to pull off. Okay, you don't have to pull that off. I'm just like, I'm brainstorming here. I'm brainstorming. That lets you take notes faster, but of course they'd be harder to read. Nice. I didn't expect to get to the robot today. That is the floppiest that you can have. That's such a flop. Oh my god, that is disappointing. Whatever. Getting to the robot is huge. That's no, not doing runs to 100 came back to bite me. No, a robot attempt is a robot attempt. I only got nervous like at like 55. 55 is where I started like feeling my heart rate really start pumping. I don't know. I'm really bad at the robot right now. If I don't do anything more than 57 to or 59 to 100, then I'm gonna be bad at the robot for the day. Oops. Hitting 160 in the pre-drop? What? No way. I should have put on my heart rate monitor this stream. I think that would have been really good to have. I don't have a freaking start position for the ending cube. Okay, it's okay. I don't need it. Yeah, that might be why I don't find the pre-drop queue right before the drop that hard, because I literally don't get nerfs there. That's actually pretty good running theory. "20 runs to 100, yes." Yeah. I probably should be doing drop to 100 like every day. Dude, I'm so bad at the dash orb releases into the green orbs in the robot. That's like the hardest parts of the robot for me. But Tria said I can't die past like, I don't remember, 74 or something. So I'm not allowed to die there. It's like, I don't even care. No. I was nervous on Cora there. That I really wanted it. I really wanted to beat it there. Hi, Big T Swag. No, but on Amalgam I didn't get nervous either. I don't know. If I'm having like a good experience on the level, I just don't think I get that nervous. The worse the experience, the more nervous I get. I already forgot. Did I say hi to you, Big T Swag? Hi, if I didn't. Sorry. Okay. I guess I'll just try to finish off today by getting dropped to 100. Anything past 75 was 1,000 wall sits for 5 minutes each. Okay. Okay, well, I can't die past 75. That's what I've learned. Oh, that's actually tragic. No, I'm so bad at the dash orb releases. Can we make it so that if I die past the dash orb, then it's 1,000 wall sits for 5 minutes each? Can we do that instead? What does wall sit work out? Is it a core exercise? I might have to do 5 minutes of wall sit for that robot death. It was impressively bad. They were easy for you, so they have to be easy for me. Okay, maybe I'm approaching them wrong. I think I'm releasing too late. No, they're just a hard click and release and click. Okay, maybe it's way more lenient than I thought. Orb chains were hard, plus the micro clicks. The micro click, that makes sense. The blue orb chains I'm okay with. Yeah, the hardest part for me in this robot really is like, it's the jump after the one I just died to. Of course the micro click, and then the dash orbs. Maybe I lied. Maybe the dash orbs are free now. I don't want to talk about it. Alright, I'll try to get this to 100. Maybe I should have done this before getting to the drop twice. But then after this I'll call it. The 75 blue orb chain. What was your furthest death from 0? Was it 73? Alright, see you Valde. Have a good one. Oh, I actually kind of feel the same way about purchasing items. I don't really spend a lot of money. So even if I really want like a game or something, it feels like a punch to the gut to actually buy it. $73 was your worst sale. Okay. Knowing me, I'll probably die past there. So, might as well start doing the wall sits now. I'm so surprised I passed this cube from the drop today. How long did it take you to go from like a best in the cube to a best in the robot? Dude, this cube is hard. Second cube attempt got to the robot? That's actually crazy. That click is really hard. I felt really good in the drop, that attempt. I didn't feel like I was close to dying anywhere. Which is really good. Yeah, I kind of noticed that I just wasn't nervous at like 45% and was actually astounded. And then it went up from there. Okay, I'm actually so bad at this cube right now. I have no idea how I passed this from 0. That was a miracle. is hard. Let's not mind block that click. That would be really helpful. Hi, San Muyo. How are you doing? It's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to do 1,000 wall sits for 5 minutes. I'm actually gonna have to do it. I have to just start doing them now. That's 5,000 minutes of wall sitting. That's 2 days of wall sitting that I'm gonna have to do because I actually suck at the ending of the robot for no reason. Oh, that's okay. That is really hard. Really hard to die to that green orb. That is kind of a tragic death. Whatever. The green orb mind block returns. "100 push-ups because you feel bad." You know I'm gonna die past that point. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that you are like 100% confident that I'm dying past 75. Dude, at this point, if I die in between like 60 and 73, it's like, that's actually, that part is easier than everything past this point. That's awesome. Alright, see you, Son Muyo. Oh, good to know, Danny. It's okay, congregation is a sleepy level. Okay. Just don't click the orb, it's fine. Dude, those jumps right there. The first two of them, I struggle with so much. Like this type of jump right here. The first two and the last type of this jump in this cube are like the jumps I struggle with the most. It's none of the ones in between either. It's just like those three. Maybe I shouldn't talk, like at all. It's also a hard click-ish. It's a fair death. Kind of expected to die there from 0. As a new best. It would be a classic death. Cock block from the robot. Yeah, this micro click is hard. Alright, see you, Danny. Have a good nap. The last keep click is terrifying. Even if you click it late, or like, I think the problem with the click is that if you click it late, it feels like you're gonna die to like the bottom spike. I don't think I ever have died to the bottom spike. Or the top one, technically. The spike closest to the top of the screen. But it's like what I'm scared of. It's actually such a scary click. I think part of my problem with Congregation right now is that I need to get better at the end of the level. But I feel like I should be spending more time in the pre-drops. I don't spend enough time actually practicing this part of the level. Like specifically runs to 100. Because I feel like I should be spending more time in the pre-drop. Like this is something that should have happened at the beginning of the session. But I felt it was more important to practice the pre-drop, which it's important. I just need to also be good at the end of the level. If I play this cube for long enough, I generally get pretty consistent at it too. I just don't do that every session. I was thrown off. I was actually so close to dying in the last click of the cube. I don't think it should be taking me this long to get 42 to 100. Yeah, I'm doing this in the very wrong order. Now that I've gotten to the drop, it's time to practice the ending. I mean, I did get a pretty quality session in to the from zero, or from zero. It's actually baffling how I passed this from zero, considering how awesomely I'm playing at it right now. Is this the difference that locking in makes? Yeah, no pressure, and I can't play the level. Like, I should not have missed that orb. I should not have missed that orb. I set myself up so perfectly for it, and when you set up yourself good for the last yellow orb, it's like a free click. And I'm fumbling. Yeah, I don't know. My lock-ins from the pre-drop recently have been truly generational. Like, I fluked 22 to 100 from like 45, and then I also have like 12 to 80. There we go. Probably. Okay. There we go. 12 to 80, foreshadowing 100 push-ups. Yeah. No, the amount of times I've died to like 80 specifically from deep runs is honestly tragic. Like, I have had too many runs end to. Let's look, actually. I've had far too many runs end to past. Oh, it was 12 to 79. I've had too many runs end to like past 75. It's worrying me. That was a fluke from 12 to 46. Like, after I get to. No, it was 12 to 45 was my best, and then I super fluked. Hi, Darkster. You caught me at a bad time. I am about to end. What's the next start position? Where does the ball start? I think it starts at 22. Okay, I've done 22 to 100. That was a fluke from 22 to 67. So that one I had a generational lock-in. What's next? 31? 32? 32. 32, I've also died to 80. Interesting. I don't really have a lot of runs to 100 thinking about it. I only have 42 to 100 3 times now. I literally have five runs to 100 past before the robot, which that feels so low. Anyways, maybe I need to do more runs to 100. Cannot fluke big runs like that. I don't know either. I have no idea how any of that has happened. I don't know. Sometimes when I get to the robot, I just feel really good at it. And the same goes for the cube. Like, from the pre-drop, for some reason, playing the cube past like 45 feels auto, and then once I die to the robot a couple of times, I usually have to get there a couple of times. Once I do that, like, the robot feels really easy too. So I don't know. Fluke a big round, it always comes back to bite you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's biting me right now. I don't feel good at the ending. I mean, I guess I just need to warm up to it more at the beginning. Like, I should have done 42 to 100 at the beginning. Whatever. Anyways, thank you guys for stopping by. Can my game not crash? Okay. I'll be back. I don't know, Thursday? Thursday? Oh my god. It was a 4-hour stream. I did not think I was streaming for 4 hours. I think I actually took like an hour to do 42 to 100. That's crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whatever, I'm not going to think about it. Tomorrow I'll lock in on, or I don't know, sometime I'll lock in on 42 to 100. And then actually get, like, actually, I don't know. I just need to feel confident at the drop from 0. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't need to change anything. Whatever, I'm not going to think about it. Or I'll think about it later. Thank you guys for joining. Have a good one.